If you had to live on one Star Wars ship for a year, no hotels, no planet stops, which one would you pick? Because these 10 ships will make you answer that. The housing market has gone full deflector shields, so here's the thing. We're touring flyable homes where our favorite characters in Star Wars actually lived in. Each ship gets scored on comfort, privacy, defense, reliability, and that intangible factor that makes you proud to dock this thing where others can see it. Think of it as browsing the galaxy's most exclusive Airbnb listings, if your Airbnb host happened to be a Mandalorian bounty hunter or a smuggler with a gambling problem. Oh, and capital ships like Star Destroyers and Mon Calamari cruisers don't count. If you need a crew of 500 to parallel park it, it's not making this list. Let's jump in. Number 10, the Razor Crest. A gunship isn't the obvious foundation for a home, but Din Djarin made it work. The Razor Crest was an ST-70 assault ship built during the Republic, a patrol craft that outlived its entire generation. Twin turbodyne engines give it quick lift and hard acceleration, and the hull plating is thick enough to take direct hits from interceptors. Most were decommissioned after the Clone Wars, but this one survived to become something unexpected. The total living space was roughly 85 square meters. That's smaller than most studio apartments. But trust me, every meter serves multiple functions. The crew capacity is officially 1 pilot, but Din proved it works for 2. The vertical layout breaks into purposeful zones, a cockpit that floods with daylight, wrapped in transparent steel that turns hyperspace into blue light therapy. That narrow sleeping alcove sits just behind it, intimate enough that Grogu's floating cradle could hover nearby while Din worked at his bench. The cargo bay swallows gear, weapons, and frozen bounties with room to spare, plus a carbon freezing chamber welded directly into the deck. But here's the reality check. Is 85 square meters actually livable for 2 people? Number 9, the Millennium Falcon. The Millennium Falcon was a Corellian YT-1300 freighter, a ship designed for short cargo runs that ended up shaping galactic history. The Falcon doesn't just have a hyperdrive, it has 2. A modified black market class 0.5 unit that's technically faster than Imperial capital ships, and a sluggish backup class 10, just in case the main one blows itself apart mid-jump. It's the perfect metaphor for the Falcon itself. 1 part brilliance and 1 part disaster waiting to happen. Quad laser cannons and military-grade deflector shields make the Falcon perfect for weekend trips to the nearest star systems, maybe to visit the in-laws on Tatooine. The Falcon stands at 34.75 meters long, crew of 2, passenger capacity of 6. But those are factory specs. Han modifications changed everything. Lando once kept it pristine. Shock-absorbing synth leather seating, gold accents, soft lighting that belonged more to a pleasure cruiser than a cargo hauler. But Han changed all that, stripping unnecessary systems and pushing the hyperdrive far past factory limits. Living space breaks down like this. A central lounge, that's your main social area. The Dejeric table is the showstopper. It's where Chewie and R2 played endless matches, where Han and Leia fell in love on those curved couches, where Rey found her purpose, and where Luke first learned about the Force from Obi-Wan. The corridors are tight. The air carries the scent of oil and ozone, and the low hum of the reactor follows you from room to room. Beyond the lounge, the ship's got everything you need to actually live in it. 4 sleeping berths, a galley, a refresher, and technical stations. Total habitable area, around 120 square meters. That's basically a decent 2-bedroom apartment. And did I mention there's tons of hidden space? The Falcon's lower deck is packed with smuggling compartments. Deep storage bays built under the floor plating, perfect for contraband, cargo, or just stashing yourself when stormtroopers come knocking. But here's the debate that's raged for years. Is nostalgia carrying the Falcon, or is it objectively the best? Number 8, the T-6 shuttle. The T-6 Jedi shuttle was built by Slane and Corporal for the Order exclusively. A craft meant for transport, training, and diplomacy rather than combat. Its most distinct feature is the rotating cockpit and engine module. When it lands, the body sits horizontally, but once airborne, the cockpit turns 90 degrees, aligning the pilot with flight direction. That single movement changes everything: visibility, balance, even how the cabin feels in motion. It thrives as a two-person capsule. One meditates while the other charts a course, and nobody steps on anyone's rhythm. You could technically bring up to 4 friends aboard the T6 shuttle, but you would need to improvise sleeping arrangements as there are no built-in beds. The cockpit is spacious and bright, with wide transverse steel panels that open the view in every direction. The mid-cabin floor table rises for meals and council-style holocalls. Ahsoka used this exact setup for briefings. The table then drops away to reveal open space for lightsaber training, meditation, or a quick yoga session. Total living space is 95 square meters, but it feels larger due to the open floor plan. With a fold-flat galley hidden behind clean panels and a ceiling gear rail for lightsabers and equipment, it slides from mission shuttle to minimalist apartment. Number 7. The Sentinel-class landing craft. The Sentinel-class landing craft was the Empire's workhorse. 38 meters long, crew of 5, troop capacity of 54. I know you're thinking what I'm thinking. This thing could host a serious party. Once you strip out the troop benches and weapons racks, you're left with enough open space for a lounge, a bar, a holo table, even a row of bunks with their own ambient lighting if you're feeling creative. For home defense, the landing craft has 8 retractable laser cannons, 2 concussion missile launchers, and armor plating rated for sustained combat. But here's the thing, that military overbuilding makes it perfect for civilian conversion. The landing craft was equipped with a dual hyperdrive system, a vital redundancy that ensures if the primary Class 1 hyperdrive sustains battle damage or malfunctions, the slower, highly robust Class 10 backup can still get you out of a hot landing zone and back to friendly territory. The main bay offers 180 cubic meters of customizable space. That's warehouse-level volume. With proper conversion, you're probably looking at a 2-story living area, mezzanine master suite, ground floor garage for speeder bikes, and still have room for a workshop. Think about it like buying an old factory and converting it to loft apartments. The bones are incredibly strong. Imperial engineering doesn't mess around. The weapons suite is overkill for homeowners, but that means you can downgrade to legal civilian armament and still have better defense than most freighters. Parking this thing at the local spaceport sends a message. Either I'm prepared for anything, or I have serious trust issues. Number 6. The YV-92 9-armed freighter. The YV-929 was built when Corellian engineers decided, what if a townhouse could outgun a Corvette? At 22 meters long, it packs twin laser cannons, ion cannons, 2 triple blaster cannons, and 4 concussion missile tubes. Enough firepower to embarrass patrol crafts. The ship is known for being a very boxy, flying brick design, focused on utility and armament. With a standard cockpit structure similar to the YV-100, and with large cargo bays, including a domed parlor to appeal to civilian buyers. The hull plating is unapologetically thick, the shield generator is serious, and that attitude translates into a tranquil homeowner experience. The interior layout is made up of the bow conversation pit with panoramic viewports, midship workshop, an armory, and the aft cabin section. 4 people can comfortably live here, but up to 8 people can survive if they discover the true meaning of close quarters. For anyone operating in the lawless Outer Rim or during the Galactic Civil War, the extensive integrated weaponry and strong shields mean you can travel with a significant degree of safety. You are prepared for almost any encounter, making it an ideal mobile home for mercenaries, smugglers, or independent traders. The ship has enough consumables for 3 to 6 months and a decent cargo capacity, allowing for long independent journeys without needing frequent resupply stops in potentially dangerous ports. Number 5. The YT-2400. The YT-2400 is what happens when a beloved series grows up. Corellian engineering took everything they learned from the YT-1300 and fixed the problems. More reliable hyperdrive, better power distribution, and an interior that actually respects the idea of furniture. Around 19 meters, it features one dorsal and one ventral turret, each equipped with dual laser cannons, and offering 13 total weapon emplacement points for significant customization. It keeps the spirit of adventure, but ditches the chaos. With a crew of 2 and space for 8 passengers, you get about 135 square meters of real living space. Wide corridors you can walk through without shoulder checking your roommate. A lounge that fits actual furniture, and a galley that works like a kitchen, not a glorified ration dispenser. Crew quarters sit neatly inside the bracing arms and cockpit tube, freeing the main hull for customization. And that's the magic word here, modularity. Turn a cargo bay into a living suite, add extra shielding or a mini gym. The YT-2400 was built for owners who like to tweak. It's the Starship version of an apartment you can remodel without calling the landlord. Then there's reliability. Corellian engineers deliberately use systems a decade behind the bleeding edge, meaning parts are everywhere and techs actually know how to fix them. Reinforced bulkheads and double-armored plating come standard, not for war, but peace of mind. Powering it all is an oversized core with nearly double the output of the YT-1300. That gives you headroom for power-hungry upgrades, better life support, luxury climate control, full holo entertainment suites. Whatever makes home feel like home. It carries 2 months of consumables, double most mid-size freighters, and the 6-seat escape pod is right behind the cockpit for fast access. Despite the extra armor, it still moves like a dream. Agile, responsive, even graceful for its size. Number 4. The J-type diplomatic barge. Some ships announce your arrival, others make it an event. The J-type diplomatic barge was Theed Palace Space Vessel Engineering Corps' masterpiece, a custom-built transport that turned diplomacy into performance art. At 39 meters long, with flowing organic curves that mirror Naboo's architecture, it's less starship and more floating palace. But it was not only beautiful, it was also very functional. The specs tell the story. Twin Nubian 221 sublight engines provide smooth, silent propulsion, while a Class 1.8 hyperdrive ensures you arrive on schedule without the jarring transitions of military craft. The chrome-finished hull isn't just for show, it's sensor-reflective plating that makes targeting difficult while maintaining that mirror shine. And if you're planning to stir up some trouble or just want backup on the road, there's room to house 4 N-1 Naboo starfighters, perfect for squad runs or adding an extra layer of security when you need it most. Padme made this ship famous, using it for state visits where first impressions could prevent wars. The main cabin is a proper throne room, soaring ceilings, panoramic viewports, and formal seating arrangements where she conducted audiences with Trade Federation representatives and Senate delegations. The Queen's private chambers offered genuine luxury, silk tapestries from Naboo's finest weavers, handcrafted furniture, and climate control that maintains perfect comfort regardless of planetary conditions. But here's what makes it work as a home. The diplomatic barge was built for extended missions across the galaxy. The crew quarters are spacious enough for long-term occupancy. The galley can handle state dinners for visiting dignitaries, and the communication suite keeps you connected to the galaxy's power centers. The ship carries no visible weapons. Defense comes through reputation, diplomatic immunity, and the assumption that attacking something this beautiful would be barbaric. Number 3. The personal luxury. Yacht 3000. The Pili 3000 is Sorosub's showcase for people who prefer silk to synthweave. At 50 meters long with minimal defensive armament, it makes a statement. Power rests in taste, not turrets. This ship is hospitality as a lifestyle, designed for core world elite who want their homes to float. Unlike the cramped, constantly breaking Millennium Falcon or the utilitarian Ghost, this Sorosub vessel provides unparalleled style, spaciousness, and amenities. It's a high-end, customizable starship designed for the galaxy's elite, offering a peaceful, sophisticated home that makes other freighters feel like a dusty cargo hold. You don't just live in it, you luxuriate in it. It offers multi-deck living with features like a 2-story observation lounge, an exterior deck, private suites, and even a jet stream meditation pool. The exterior deck transforms atmospheric flights into social events. Wellness zones, curated beverage systems, lighting that adjusts to your mood. It's not pretending to be practical, it's promising that your home can feel like a resort, even when the nearest civilization is 3-star systems away. But here's the question that matters. Is luxury practical for long-term living? Because comfort comes with a target painted on your hull. Every pirate, every desperate smuggler, every Imperial customs officer sees this ship and thinks, payday. Number 2, the Ghost. The Ghost, or VCX-100 light freighter, was Corellian Engineering Corporation's answer to versatile transport. With a length of roughly 44 meters and a crew of 4, plus a 6-passenger capacity, it was armed with a 360-degree dorsal laser cannon turret, 2 forward laser cannons, and 2 rear laser cannons, enough firepower to make any homeowner feel just a little safer in the wrong neighborhood of the Outer Rim. The Ghost had 2 hyperdrives, a Class 2 primary and a Class 14 backup, a system that was slower than the Millennium Falcon's highly modified Class hyperdrive, but more reliable. Hera Syndulla's modifications turned it into something more, a mobile command center that doubled as family home. Living space breakdown looks like this: 4 private cabins, a central galley, a common area, and the cockpit. Total habitable area is about 140 square meters. That's a solid 3-bedroom house that happens to fly and shoot back when threatened. Ezra learned to feel the Force while the hull floated lazy and safe in atmosphere. His training sessions in the common area, while Sabine painted murals on corridor walls. Kanan found enough quiet to be a teacher in the middle of a rebellion, using the ship's 4 private rooms to give everyone dignity and space. Zeb and Chopper had their ongoing disputes in the galley, where proper meals came together and the smell of real food replaced the constant thrum of machinery. Here's what the Ghost proves. Proper room division matters. 4 private cabins mean 4 people can live together without driving each other insane. The galley isn't an afterthought. It's sized for actual cooking, not just reheating ration packs. The common area has real furniture, not fold-out benches. Oh, did I mention the Ghost has stealth capabilities? It was heavily modified with illegal upgrades, including sensor jamming tech and baffled engines that made it show up as nothing more than cosmic radiation on Imperial scanners. That made it perfect for covert rebel ops. Or, sneaking past an Imperial blockade to throw a beach party on Scarif. The Ghost ranks at number 2 because it's the more formidable vessel than any YT series freighter due to its integrated starfighter bay, heavy military armament, including multiple turrets and torpedo launchers, superior multi-deck living space, advanced stealth technology, and exceptional combat durability. The Ghost may dominate in combat, but our top spot goes to a ship built for living, not fighting. Number 1. The GX-1 short hauler. The GX-1 feels like a home the moment you step aboard. At 38 meters long with modular interior configurations, it already reads like human floor plans. A hollow theater variant, medbay configuration, diplomatic setup with long-range comms, and a defensive turret that brings peace of mind without turning the ship into a billboard. The GX-1 is also deceptively capable. It can haul up to 85 metric tons of cargo, nearly double most ships its size, and still hit atmospheric speeds of 800 kilometers per hour. That blend of power and agility makes it the galaxy's version of a dream home built on a sports car chassis. And its protection systems? Think energy shields like triple-pane security glass and hull plating like soundproof walls. You don't realize how good it is until the chaos stays outside and you're still sipping caf in perfect quiet. But here's the genius. The detachable shuttle pod becomes your daily driver. Park the mothership somewhere beautiful, a scenic orbit, a quiet ridge, and still run errands, commute, or pick up guests without uprooting your living room. It's like having a house with a separate garage and car. Comfort lands immediately because the ship was designed for people instead of crates. Sensible ceiling heights, clean walk paths, sight lines that encourage gathering instead of scattering. Privacy is easy to claim. 2 bedrooms plus a flex room work for couples, families, or roommates who value doors and quiet hours. The hauler can typically hold between 6 and 10 passengers, in addition to a crew of 1 to 4. The defense package is polite but capable, equipped with a turret-mounted double laser cannon, enough to discourage pirates without attracting Imperial attention. The GX-1 features a reliable Class II primary hyperdrive, a solid military-grade speed, which is a good standard for a versatile transport. A huge win is the ship's reliability. Spare parts are readily available and the engineering never feels like a dare. And because it's so dependable, you can finally focus on how you live inside it. Build a split-level great room with a sunken lounge forward for hollows and conversation, and a raised galley diner aft with a breakfast rail overlooking the cockpit corridor. The GX-1 wins because it solves the commute, respects the living, and doesn't make your bank account flinch. It's the closest thing to a smart home that happens to fly. And once you've lived in one, everything else just feels outdated. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the one ship which almost made the cut. The Fondor Haulcraft, or V21.1 Chevlex Light Haulcraft, was Luthen Rail's flying safehouse and home away from Coruscant. A ship that can ghost an arrestor cruiser with stealth systems that erase its signature and navigation logic built to take the long way around trouble. With a crew of 1 pilot and an advanced AI robot serving as a co-pilot, the Fondor is surprisingly quite spacious, enough to accommodate at least 3 additional passengers. But don't let the quiet design fool you. Beneath the polished veneer sits a monster. This harmless transport turns predator very quick. Deploying dual laser arrays, retractable beam wings, and countermeasure drones that shred TIE fighters like paper. It's not a warship, but a weapon wrapped in restraint. As a home, it suits a duo who value quiet competence over square footage. So, which ship would you actually pick? Drop a comment below and subscribe for more tours through the galaxy's most incredible homes. And hit that bell so you never miss a journey to the stars. Until next time, may your adventures always have the perfect view.